Hey all, welcome back to the channel again, and here we are to solve another LeetCode problem diary question. So sorry I haven't been consistent or active every day as I told you, but here we are with another coding question. So let's see what the question is about. So find lucky integer in an array. So before solving this question, we'll just go through what the question is about and how we can approach this problem. Okay. So given an array of integers, it's given an array. A lucky integer is an integer that has a frequency in the array equal to its value. Okay. So the problem is stating that a lucky integer is an integer which will have its frequency equal to its value itself, right? So return the largest lucky integer in the array. If there's no lucky integer, return -1. Okay. So let's see the examples to understand it more better. So is given array 2, 2, 3, 4. So what he stated was the number of occurrences of that number should be equal to the number itself. Got it? So in this case, if you go 2, 2, 3, 4, as I told you, like as a normal person, how do you approach this problem? Leave the coding part aside and everything aside. But as a normal person, how do you approach this problem? As a normal person, if you would randomly ask me, I would be like 2, 2, 3, 4. So 2 is occurring two times. So 2 and the frequency of 2 is 2. So 2 is equal to 2, and I return the lucky integer, which is 2. And there's also another thing mentioned. So you will have to return the largest lucky integer. So if you see in this case, the second example, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. One was occurring once, 2 has occurred twice, and 3 has occurred twice. In this case, what will you return? He has told largest integer, right? So 3 you will be returning. And the next one, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. So 2 is occurring thrice and 3 is occurring twice only. So there's no lucky integer to return. So you will be returning -1. And I'll just give you 5 to 10 seconds of quick time so that you can go through the question again and we can dive into the coding part. Okay. So please go through the question. I hope you have gone through the question. And now, brute force, brute force way. Like as a normal person, as I've told you, you think in a certain way, and now we put our thoughts into that code. Okay. So how do we do it? As a normal person, like I traverse through the array, I'll just find the frequency of each number using count and build function. Okay. And then how can I do it? First, the main part is traversing part. So how do I do it? For before this array, okay, fine. For I in range of length of array, what I would do is if array dot count of array of I, the element should be equal to the element itself. If this is the case, what I would do, because there's other thing mentioned is return the largest lucky integer in the array. So what I would do, like in a brute force way or some other way, you can just give it as like this. I will have a list. This is just a brute force way. So L dot append of that array. If not, I have to return -1, right? So in this case, you wouldn't be doing this. So you will return max of L if this lucky integer, if L, else you will return -1. So let's see if it works. Yes, it's working. As I told you, this is a brute force way. Or instead of a list, you can have a max val assigned to a 0, and then you can have like max val is equal to max of that array value, like that, something. Okay, this is just a brute force way you will do. But this is not optimal. Why it isn't optimal? Once you traverse through the array, which is n times, and then each element, the number of elements n elements. So n times traversing n elements, which is n square. So what is the optimal way we can do it here? So there's a thing called dictionary, right? You will have a value mapped to it. So can we implement dictionary in this? So let's do it, okay? That would be optimal way, maybe. Not maybe. Yes, it is optimal way. And now how do we implement? So first, we'll have a dictionary called as frequency. And I'm sure if you're using Python, you would have come across this counter, right? So counter of array. And now, after this, what will you be doing? Now, I'll give something like this. Max val as -1 or 0. Doesn't matter. You can give -1 because I use this -1 quite a lot for mine. And then, now, since frequency is a dictionary, you have a key and its assigned value. Now what? For num, comma, frequency in, freq for num, comma, I'll just give it like this. For num, comma, frequency dot items, because it is a dictionary. Okay. Now, if num equals to frequency freq, okay, so Maxwell will be um, max val comma num, right? So this is how it works. I hope you understand the logic over here. You have a number and its frequency in a dictionary format, which is stored in frequency. Now with the key and the frequency, if num is equal to frequency, what I would do is I would update the value of maxval. So max of maxval comma num, right? Then you will have the largest number put in your maxval. And now you would return max val. So let's run this code and check. See, yes. So, and everything is passed. 3. This would return -1 because because of this logic we have returned, the maximal wouldn't change and it will remain as -1, because if nothing is existing, like if no lucky integer is there, you would return max value. So this is for that, and this is a problem. We have solved it. Yay. And yes, we are consistent, right? So we have solved this daily question for today, and thank you so much for watching. And this is tomorrow I would come up with another daily question. So please subscribe and follow. If you like this and find this helpful, please like this also. So thank you for watching.